Hi, my name is Antonella Di Giulio and I am the creator behind Web Piano Academy. Before I forget to tell you to subscribe, remember to subscribe to this channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about chords and inversions, but also about how we feel when we are performing and about fear. A chord is a collection of three notes. We can call that way. An inversion is that same chord played, or those same notes of the chord played in a different order. Now, when I ask some of my students, okay, so let's play C major chord and then play the inversions of the chord. And sometimes I receive that kind of strange look. What is she talking about? I don't remember. What is that? So they freeze. They stay there. It's like, I don't know what it is. So despite that, that's very simple. Sometimes they don't remember the name, inversion. They think arpeggios. They start playing a C, E, G, and then one note after the other, like you would play in arpeggios. Like, no, that is not what I was talking about. It is something else. And then I have to explain that again. Sometimes they play a different chord, especially if they're little. They play C major chord and they play the D minor chord, and they say, it was that one. No, that wasn't. It wasn't that one. What causes my students to just overthink that word, inversion, is fear. So they fear my judgment. If they ask, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't remember what you were talking about, I don't remember the name, what was that? Or they, instead of asking me, oh, I remember that we talked about that, but I haven't practiced that, and I don't know what it is anymore, or I don't recall the name. Instead of asking, they freeze. So when we freeze, we are feeling fear. So we freeze. So when we stay in that moment and then we start overthinking, we freeze and we cause ourselves to create a different word in our mind. And then we start fearing the unknown, and then we don't know what to do and what to say and how to react. So the best way is obviously to ask, right? So what is that? Why are you asking that? Did we do that? I don't remember. But fear is the main cause of all of our mistakes in performing. So whenever we are performing on the stage, the difference between a good performance and a bad performance is usually fear and overthinking and anxiety and being scared about being on the stage. So when we are on the stage, or even when you are in a studio situation in front of your teacher, whenever you feel that anxiety of performing or that fear, the best thing to do is to take a deep breath, stay in the moment. So stay in that moment and just focus on what you're doing in that moment without overthinking what the teacher might think, what the audience might think, and that you didn't really kind of practice that measure, or that whatever you were thinking, just stop thinking. Just stop thinking and stay in the moment. That's one of the best ways to address your fear. Fear is a powerful thing when we have to defend ourselves, obviously. When we stay in the moment and then we see something dangerous coming, then we can decide that that's something we should fear, and then we should fight or flight. But the only way to decide if that is worth fearing is to stay in that moment and to avoid all those other things, all this overthinking about things. Fear was also somehow, it is a coincidence, but fear was also the main topic that the pastor in the church where I work, the pastor was addressing fear in our sermons. And in my Krav Maga training, on the other hand, the instructor was addressing fear and how powerful our mind can be in causing ourselves to panic and then to be in a state of mind which is not useful in a moment of danger as well. So when we are in a dangerous situation and we start feeling fear and we start freezing, we put ourselves in a more dangerous situation, because when we freeze and somebody's attacking us, we can defend ourselves. When we freeze and something bad is going to happen to us, in that moment, we can really escape. We are frozen in that moment. We are overwhelmed by our thoughts. So being in the moment, in a dangerous situation or in a normal life situation, is one of the best things that we can do for ourselves. So don't fear chords and inversions. Just go ahead and play them. Nobody's going to judge you if you play a wrong note. Nobody's going to cause you anything or any harm. The best thing we can do when performing is to be good prepared. So we have to have the tools to be prepared to be in that situation. So when we are prepared, we don't have anything to fear. We have to have just a joy of performing and to be ourselves. So enjoy playing the piano and enjoy practicing chords and inversions, which are very, very useful when you're going to play very, very difficult pieces. So see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, we were talking about chords and inversions. We will start with a very, very simple chord. So C major chord. So in an inversion, we will simply play this same note, C, E, and G, in a different order. So we will go from the C, we will play that C up there, we'll move the C. So we will play the same notes, start from the E, E, G, and instead of playing the C here, I will play the C here. This is the first inversion. The second inversion, in the second inversion, I will move this note up there. So now we play the same notes again, G, C, E. So for example, D major, root position. Then I will move the D here, first inversion, second inversion. And then let's go into those chords which are kind of a little bit, they have another note, so they have 4 notes. So let's play, for example, C7. So the first inversion will be, see the C is going up here. Second inversion will be, and I might have a third inversion, which is this one. All those chords are called C7, right? So I don't change the name of the chord. It is just the order of the notes. This was the video about chords and inversions. As you see, it is very, very simple. Practice those and don't fear anything. Bye.